What's up, Asmonites? Welcome to the Jungle Week 14 against week 15. Sorry, week 15 against the Eagles. Great game last night, 34 to 13. The final, well, not great game, and I'll get into why, but 34-13. Our Bengals are the victors, and we really were the beneficiary of a lot of things. But let me break down the scoring offensively for you. You had a touchdown pass in the corner to AJ Green as your final touchdown. Then you had a rushing touchdown by Andy Dalton and a rushing touchdown by Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. Everything else came as a result of creating turnovers. They stripped the ball twice from the Eagles and they got an interception, which led to a touchdown, and then we got a couple of field goals from Josh Brown. Or was it one field goal? Yeah, I think it was one field goal, or maybe two. I honestly can't remember. This is why I hate night games, because you can't talk about it until you come back the next day, so you forget stuff. But what I meant by the fact that we were the beneficiary of a lot of things is that we really played a terrible second quarter and just had a terrible overall offensive game. The Eagles' defensive front seven were all over us and causing all kinds of disruptions, and Andy Dalton fumbled twice and almost threw an interception once, and I think he did throw one interception, or maybe that was only Leon Hall who returned one. Like I said, I'm having trouble remembering, but all I remember is that the defensive front seven was all over us, and everybody was talking about our defensive front seven as well. They should be, because it's been one of the best defensive front sevens in the league this year, but the Eagles came out determined, and they really made Andy Dalton and the offense look really bad. So in my opinion, the offensive line has a lot of work to do over this expanded week before they go in, not Sunday, but next Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then in the season, of course, against the Baltimore Ravens. So happy we won. Our playoff hopes are very much intact now at 8-6, but we do have to go 10-6 to really have a real shot at the playoffs, and we're not going to beat Pittsburgh with a returning Ben Roethlisberger or a Ravens offense where you've got Ray Rice and Joe Flacco if we end up playing sloppy on our offensive side of things and not get anybody else open, because that was the other big thing. Other than the defensive front seven like dominating Andy Dalton, the other big problem was that there was no other wide receivers who got open that weren't AJ Green. We had like 10 completions to AJ Green, but Hawkins didn't make a catch that he was offered to make, or they threw the ball to him, and I'm trying to say, I don't know. I started to say he should have made it, but I don't know if he should have made it or not now that I think back on it, because it was in traffic. But Andy Dalton missed him once when he was wide open. I do remember that. So yeah, Gresham dropped a couple of balls again. The other offensive options in the offense have to really step up, because Law Firm had another 100-yard game, but we can't rely on him to just be one-dimensional and have 100-yard games every time. We have to be able to do something in the passing game. So, yeah, that's it for the Eagles game, and I will see you all against the Steelers for another one of these, and then, of course, later on today for 25 Days of Christmas. So, As always, this program and channel is sponsored by Handi Enterprises Inc., your productivity and communication specialist. All company contact information is down below in the description box. And this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.